If you caught our previous video, Solana Explained, you'd know that Solana has been making a push to unseat the world's second largest crypto, Ethereum. They hope to do this by addressing what many believe are Ethereum's shortcomings. In particular, transaction speed. But there's another competitor on the horizon. There's something very, very unique about it, and people are starting to take notice. Today, we're talking about Avalanche. Welcome to Crypto Sketch 101. We're the #1 go-to spot for all things crypto, and we're glad you've stopped by. If you love cryptos as much as we do, please give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Avalanche. We'll take a look at what it is, what it does, and what problems it hopes to solve. We'll examine what makes Avalanche so unique, and check out some metrics to see how it stacks up against Bitcoin and Ethereum. Lastly, we'll look at Avalanche's recent performance and talk about where the crypto may be heading in the future. So let's get into it. Like Ethereum, Avalanche is a platform for decentralized applications and smart contracts. It hopes to solve some of the issues that have plagued blockchains for quite some time. Those issues include scalability, interoperability, and high fees. Having only launched in September of 2020, Avalanche quickly grew in popularity, and now sits just outside the list of top 10 biggest cryptos in the world. Let's take a look at the 3 blockchain issues in a little bit more detail. Number 1. Scalability versus decentralization. With the rise in popularity of blockchains, comes the rise of scalability and decentralization issues. Scalability is a broad term that refers to a blockchain's ability to grow in order to accommodate the increased demand of it. Blockchains need to be able to increase their capacity in order to handle more transactions. A network can fail to generate consensus on transactions quickly if it has a high increase in users and activity. Consensus is the means by which validators come to an agreement, as a group, about how transactions are validated and added to the blockchain. One of the ways to combat this is through centralization. Centralization gives fewer people more authority to validate transactions. If fewer people are required to check and validate transactions, they can be confirmed more quickly. This in itself is an issue, as decentralization is one of the core foundations of blockchains. Avalanche created a very unique approach to addressing this problem, and we'll get into that a little bit more in a bit. Number 2. Interoperability. Interoperability is the ability of different blockchain networks to be able to communicate with one another in order to ensure a seamless sharing of information. People, projects, and businesses each have their own unique needs when it comes to blockchains. If everything were one size fits all, there would be little issues. Avalanche offers a solution to the problem with subnetworks. Subnetworks or subnets are a segmented piece of a larger network. They also provide custom blockchains that share the network's compatibility, speed, and security. Number 3. Fees. A steady increase of users and high traffic with larger blockchains have contributed to higher fees. Limited options have also contributed to the issue. Ethereum, for example, has had almost permanently high fees. For a long time, Ethereum has had no competition. As a result, they continuously experience an increase in users. Smart contracts can be expensive, as can simple transfers. So, what makes Avalanche unique? Most cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum consist of a single blockchain. Avalanche consists of 3 interoperable blockchains, each having a distinct purpose. The first of the 3, the exchange chain, is used for creating and exchanging Avalanche tokens and other assets. The second chain, the contract chain, allows developers to create smart contracts for dApps. And the third chain, known as the platform chain, tracks subnets and allows for the creation of new subnets. Another unique feature is that Avalanche uses multiple types of consensus mechanisms. X-Chain uses the Avalanche consensus mechanism, while C and P-Chain use what is known as the Snowman consensus. Unlike proof-of-work or proof-of-stake consensus, the Avalanche consensus mechanism doesn't need a leader to reach consensus. As a result, the Avalanche network can increase in decentralization without the sacrifice of security. The Snowman consensus piggybacks off the Avalanche consensus but orders transactions linearly. This is beneficial when it comes to smart contracts. What are your thoughts on Avalanche? Does its unique features make it seem like a good investment to you? Leave a comment below, we'd love to know what you think. So how does Avalanche stack up against Bitcoin and Ethereum? As you're about to see, pretty well. With regards to speed, there's really no comparison. Avalanche can process more than 4,500 transactions per second while Bitcoin can process about 7 on the high end and Ethereum around 14. It's worth noting, however, that Ethereum is in the process of an upgrade that will allow it to process transactions in the tens of thousands. Avalanche has sub-second finality. According to them, they can achieve finality in less than 2 seconds. Time to finality is the amount of time that it takes for a crypto transaction to finalize and be considered permanent and irreversible. Bitcoin achieves finality in about 60 minutes and Ethereum achieves finality in about 6. Both are considerably longer than Avalanche. Finally, Avalanche has an 80% parameterized safety threshold, whereas both Bitcoin and Ethereum each have 51%. This refers to the percent needed to take control of a blockchain and prevent new transactions from gaining confirmations. If you think Avalanche's performance against Bitcoin and Ethereum is great, its performance in the market has been equally impressive. As we previously mentioned, Avalanche was first launched in September of 2020. Since that time, it has risen a remarkable 2,500%. As of the time of this video, as we enter the later part of November, Avalanche has risen nearly 100% in the last month alone. It currently sits at number 12 on CoinMarketCap's list of top 100 cryptos with a market cap of nearly $24 million. It is only trailing Dogecoin in market cap by about $6 million and the popular meme coin, Shiba Inu, by about $3.5 million. As it continues to catch the attention of more and more investors, one would expect that it will probably break into the top 10 list of cryptos sooner rather than later. If Avalanche continues to successfully address some of the issues that have plagued blockchains for years, it should continue to perform well. It will be interesting to see how Avalanche continues to stack up against Ethereum pending the finalization of Ethereum 2.0, also known as Serenity. It will be interesting as well to see how Avalanche stacks up against Solana. Solana has performed well as a crypto that has sought to address some of the same issues that Avalanche has, and as a result, it has been rewarded by the market. And that's all we have for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about Avalanche and some of its unique features. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe to our channel for future videos. We're glad you were able to join us today, and we'll catch you in the next video.